Okay, guys. I'm gonna I'm gonna do something that I haven't done in a long time. I'm returning to the root. No, not this. Not Meta Runner. But what I mean by that is that um I'm gonna go back and react to what was it? Storytime animation. That was one of my main things. I was a storytime animator, by the way. Just a bit of a lore drop. Yeah, I robbed my dad's house, part one.
You might be wondering why
Oh
I'm using
god. I hate that. I hate that. I hate it. Alright. Oh yeah, this dude. I remember him. Oh. Wow. Okay, anyways, so what I'm saying is I used to react and do storytime animation, but I don't anymore. Um anyways, I'm going back to my roots by reacting to odd ones out. So let's get started.
The older I get,
Also, my one of my longest videos was like reacting to a bunch of deleted videos from him and Jada Animation.
the more I've realized how much time I have to set aside just to clean. I'll ask a friend, what'd you get up to last weekend? They'll think for a bit.
Also, I like
and
this
then say,
new art style.
I just cleaned. Crap, I gotta do that too. I've seen people, therapists, and the elderly all talk about how everyone's too gosh darn connected to their cell phones. How we don't allow ourselves a single moment to be present or alone with our thoughts.
Sometimes when I'm watching something, I just turn off my device and think about myself in the show. You know, like self-insert myself. That's a true thing I do. Also, I don't like how they're like real human.
But when it comes to cleaning, I think you should fill that void up with as much noise as possible. Cleaning is such a boring and monotonous task that even
I don't know. I kind of like washing the dishes. You know.
people in the 1700s would pass
Also,
the
that's
time
not-
by singing to themselves. And while
That's not
these
true.
pilgrims didn't have endless podcasts to listen to, you have YouTube videos
Whoa.
like this one. So I want this video.
Not gonna lie. All right. I'm just gonna show you something, guys. I know it's public, but this is my music playlist. It's filled with a bunch of old Eddsworld stuff. Live and Learn, freaking Pac-Man Fever, and this.
Choo-choo comes to call on girl. She surely sets his heart a whirl. The Coney wants her boy to see. She must come out from balcony. Moon in sky like pizza pie. Boy don't meet girl, he surely die. So come on out and quit your kicking. You're a pretty chick, but don't be chicken. Boy was hit by Cupid's dart. I come to you to pour out my heart. Treat him nice and treat him good, and we two can be an item. Knock on wood.
I will be right down. Don't go away.
I'm not gonna explain any of that. Anyways, I also usually like swing music. I just kind of forgot to put it in, which I am. I'm gonna put it in. Also, it's just a bunch of rap battles. Don't hug me, I'm scared. Walls of the Forest. Also, Living Tombstone stuff and C students and like and like and this one camp song, Random Encounters 2, Primations, like the Cuphead cartoon rap. What did I say? Okie dokie. God, I got music from every point of the internet here. Also, there's just a bunch of Centaur World. Oh yeah, and also Dead End Paranormal Park. I swear to God, these Netflix cartoon. Oh yeah, don't forget delete this tweet. Yeah. What do I even like listen? I don't really listen to the music. while I'm doing something. I just kind of do it.
Have YouTube videos. Like this one.
Leave it
So I-
alone, but I'm not saying that like to brag. I'm just saying it as like, I do it because I need to think. I need to think.
I want this video to serve as the noise you listen to while you get up and clean something.
Well, no, I'm
Hopefully
actually
hearing a
reacting to
YouTuber
it.
talk about cleaning for the next 10 minutes will motivate you to start chipping away at that mess you've been putting off for months. I'm not asking
I
you
love
to
the
drop
watercolor.
everything and do a 3-hour deep
I
clean of
love
your
the-
closet, but
I
half
love the
doing
way
something
these
is
people
still
do it.
better than no
Oh my
exercise.
god.
And I think you'd be surprised with how nice you can make a space look in only 10 minutes. I want to give the caveat that I'm not a clean freak. I've lived in a college dorm with a bunch of other guys. My sink is most likely full of dishes as you're watching this. And if anyone needs to do a 3-hour deep clean of their closet, it's me. And I also know how hard it can be to look at a room that's in such a bleak and disarray state that you get so overwhelmed by the mess that you don't even know where to start cleaning. So you never do, which perpetuates this never-ending cycle that makes your entire space and mental health messier. Luckily,
Honestly, I just love organizing stuff.
I have a solution. If you don't even know where to begin dealing with the mess, the first step to cleaning any room is taking out the trash. That's it. That's all you have to do. All those empty bottles and boxes, get them out of there.
I mean, like, it's not really in my room. It's in like
Whenever I clean, I like to play this fun little game that I know you've never played before because it's a game I invented. It's called. Is that where that goes? To play this game, all you have to do is point at an object and go.
Is that where that goes?
Is that where that goes? And if that object is where it goes, then you're good. You don't have to do anything. But if that object isn't where it goes, then you put it where it goes. And you beat the game once everything that's going to or needed to go goes where it goes. So while you're grabbing trash bags and flattening out boxes, let me explain why I found cleaning to be so important in my adult life. I really have to thank my parents for distilling. I wouldn't call it a love for cleaning, but rather a tolerance for it. Growing up, my parents would print out physical job charts for the week, and every
God, I just did my chores. I just do my chores, honestly. I just do stuff for fun. I just wash the dishes.
and every day us kids did all of our chores, we would earn $1.
It feels nice.
However, any single chore we didn't do, we would lose $1.
What? I just did it.
Meaning, it was possible for us to come out of a week of doing chores in the red. My parents were earning money and teaching us about capitalism because my bed wasn't made. Still owe them $35. We were able to earn some money back doing Saturday chores. This is when we did a deeper clean, like vacuuming or mopping. But Saturday chores didn't even hold a candle to the absolute worst chores we had to do, which were the dreaded company is coming over chores. For some reason, whenever a company was on their merry way, it was vital.
I don't think company is company. I think it means company. As in ink.
The older I get, the more I've realized how much This is when we did a company would never even enter in the first place. We're spotless. This one time, I think my mom was hosting like book club or something. I finished mopping my bathroom, which was not a bathroom that anyone in book club would be using, by the way. And my mom did her usual room cleanliness inspection and said, I think you should wipe that bucket down too. She was making us clean.
What?
The cleaning instruments. Do you want me to vacuum the vacuum next? However, if it wasn't for all those chores my
Also, I do not like that position.
parents forced me to do, I feel like cleaning would have become something I dreaded doing, instead of something I can actually wind down the day with. I look forward to folding laundry and putting something on the TV because I feel like I did something productive while watching cartoons. And since I don't live with mom anymore, I don't have to clean my bucket, which now doubles as a toilet. Cleaning has become such an integral part of my life that cleaning other people's spaces is how I show my affection. I'm about to put one of my best friends on complete blast here, but I think he'll be okay with it because he constantly asks me to put him in videos. I'm doing a video that's a puppet show with 2 bricks.
I am
Okay. I recently visited one of my close friends, Infamous Swoosh, at his place in upstate New York. He's 24, living on his own for the first time with 3 other dudes, and the second I stepped into his house, I went, oh, this is a guy's house. I don't think a woman's been in here in, like, ever.
Okay, since I've watched Infamous Swoosh, I know that all of the other guys are girlfriends, but Swoosh doesn't.
Really sealed it for me was the bathroom not having a trash can, but rather a loose trash bag leaning up against a wall. And it was full. I hadn't planned for this to be on the itinerary of my New York trip, but after seeing how dire Swoosh's living conditions were, I decided to take him to his local Target to get him some necessary supplies. I originally set out to get him 3 things: a trash can, trash bags, and a handheld vacuum. But as we were walking through Target, we passed the broom aisle, and I asked, "You have a broom, right?" And his shoulders started to slowly rise into a shrug, and I went, "No!" Then we passed...
Oh my god, the way that this shrug is just hyped up.
Past the Brittle
like a
and I said,
boss.
"You have one of these, right? You haven't just been drinking tap water this whole time, right?"
Oh,
I mean, the sink's right there. You know, Swoosh, normally when people move into a new place, they do a big Target run to get all the necessary cleaning supplies for their house. What do you mean?
I did do a Target run. Didn't you see that buffalo painting in my office?
Up until this point,
oh right, yeah, cause what was it? It's on the Swoosh has a whole video about this where he got the necessary supplies.
Drying all his dishes with paper towels, which I guess is good because I just assumed he was eating everything in his bare hands like a Neanderthal. So I think I'm saving him money in the long run. I'm really about to show my age here, but since I'm doing a whole video about cleaning, I just need to gush real quick about my favorite piece of cleaning equipment. This was one of the original 3 items I set out to get Swoosh before I knew how dire his situation was. This is completely unsponsored, by the way. But the Bissell Pet Hair Eraser and Vacuum has divided my life into 2 moments. The time spent before I had this vacuum, and the time spent after. I love this vacuum so much that I've gifted it to friends on 3 separate occasions. Now, this next piece of advice I used to roll my eyes at, but after I started doing it, I've really been enjoying it. And that is to make your bed first thing in the morning.
Okay.
I used to think,
all right. Yeah, I lay in my bed all day, even though right now I'm recording on the couch. Like, I lay in my bed. Well, not all day, you know, of course I have to do stuff, but, you know.
Why do I need to make my bed? I'm just going to get messy again. But making your bed is having the first thing you do in the morning be something that benefits your future self.
That can be said about anything you do in the morning.
Help set the tone for the day. And if you are able to complete that small task, then you're probably more likely to complete other more important tasks. No, making my bed didn't magically fix all my problems, but no matter what kind of day I was having, it was always nice ending in a clean bed. Obviously, there's more to life than clean. I would know. I own all the Warriors. But I think everyone should enjoy the space they live in. I feel like a lot of us fall into a bad habit of dreading to do a task longer than it would take for us to do said task. I definitely can be like that sometimes, but if you've been following along and been cleaning while this video played in the background,
I've actually been
while your
reacting
room
to
might
it.
not be completely spotless, I hope you can see how much of a difference you made in only 10 minutes.
Yeah, okay, the place that I'm staying at right now is kind of a wreck, because, what was it? I know a lot of people who watch me are from the US, so let me just give you just a, I don't know, lesson. Okay, so I'm from Jamaica, okay? And Hurricane Melissa kind of destroyed this place, and I'm in Montego Bay, which was one of the hardest hit areas, so, yeah, the house is kind of a mess. There's debris. Well, debris, but there's like a bunch of stuff moved over from other more destroyed houses. Like one of the parts of the roof is just completely bare naked. Well, not naked, but you know, you can see the foil. So yeah, my place right now that I'm staying at, well, it's not my regular place, but it's a mess. It's a big mess.
Now imagine how much you can do in 20 minutes. Isn't cleaning while watching YouTube videos so fun? Isn't doing tasks so accomplishing? So if you need to clean, go clean! Go clean your bedroom!
It's less of my situation here right now is less of a clean thing and more of like a repair thing. It's not. It's more of a repair thing.
Clean your kitchen! Unclog that toilet! The world is your oyster! Get out there and clean!
Oh my god. 4 people? Alright, anyways, I'm gonna stop it right here. I'll see you guys later. I'm glad to be returning to this. Bye.